All right, welcome back, guys. We're up to day 18 of 30 80s metal riffs in 30 days, all the month of April 2023. Different band and a different riff for each day of the month. Today, day 18, we're looking at Kiss. And this is from the Asylum record, which was 1985. And at this point, the band had Bruce Kulick on guitar and Eric Carr on drums, in addition to, of course, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. And this song we're going to look at here was a big MTV hit, and it was very flashy. This was Tears Are Falling, the great song from that album. To me, that was easily the best song on the album, and it's actually a really cool riff to play. Now, here's the thing. When we get into this in just a second, I'm going to explain the different tunings, which can cause some confusion when trying to play along with different versions of this, including the album version and live versions, and then more current versions. So I'll explain that in a second. Before we do, make sure you grab the tab for this down in the description box, as well as my free sweet picking guide. All right, so let's dig into it. For this, I'm tuned down a half step to E flat. Why am I tuned down? Well, this is the standard Kiss tuning. Down a half step has been for many years. Up until just recently, I've noticed they've gone down another half step. In the last couple of years, I think, to D standard. So, but up until then, they were always an E flat tuning band. Now, here's the thing: is on the record, on the Asylum album, it sounds like that this song is in the key of F minor, which would be really weird, right? But if you check out live footage of them playing this, anywhere from I would say from the 90s on, you'll see, and even also Bruce Kulick, the way he plays it currently in some live footage I've seen from him, they're tuned down to E flat, and the song is in the key of E. So even though we're down a half step, we're playing as if we were in the key of E with the low E string. Okay, so we keep that in mind. Is from the album version, you would need to, if you're tuned standard there, you would need to bring it down a step and a half, or a whole step, to be in tune with this. So hopefully, I'm sure you're all very confused right now. To play along with this lesson, just tune down a half step. If you find some recent Kiss footage or Bruce Kulick, you'll see them playing this song a half step down. You can play along with that as well. In any case, you'll be able to play this song after watching this lesson. So let's get to it. It's a pretty cool repetitive riff. It starts off with an E power chord, and then it does this. So after the E5, we're going to go down to the second fret on the A string and play that twice. And then we're going to play 5 once on the A and 7 on the A. And then throw a low E in there so you get this. Then 5, 7 on the A again. And back to the 2 on the A string. Okay, so we're playing a D5 back to a C5. E5 to a D5. So you could play it like this. Or you can play them as with the root in there. Okay, so let me play through that riff a couple times. So that's when you see, for example, when you see tabs of this, it can look like really weird if it's written in the key of F, or if they wrote it in the key of F sharp but tuned a half step down. Some of the fingerings for the chord stuff is really weird, and that's not the way it's played. So you see how simple this is. Which was how it was written and meant to be played. So hard to say what happened on the original recording, if they sped it up or if they tuned up and played it higher because it sounded brighter. That's probably what happened, I would think. But when they play it live, they're playing it in E-flat tuning as if they were in the key of E. So hopefully that all makes sense. That's the main riff, Tears Are Falling. This was day 18, and I hope you enjoyed my little extended demo of the song. I just think the melodies are so catchy and stuff. I wanted to try to play that on lead guitar and stuff. So maybe another time we'll look at that. But enjoy the riff. This was day 18. Grab the tab, grab the sweet picking guide, and I'll see you next time. Rock on.